Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Elleshanell. If this is your first time here, if this isn't, thank you so much for tuning back in with me. So today I am going to tell you how to get a passport same day. Yes, I said it, same day. I want to talk about it because I want to definitely share my experience with getting a passport the same day. It sounds crazy, but it's definitely doable. So if you're interested in watching this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on watching.
I would like to get to know if I could be. I wanna be the kind of girl that you could be down for. Cause when I look at you.
Alright, so let's just jump right into it. So how you get your passport the same day is you're going to get an appointment at a travel agency, not a post office, a travel agency. So first you have to already have your flight booked. Yes, it sounds crazy. Yeah, you gotta have your flight booked. I know it's kind of weird, it's kind of scary to like book a flight before you can even know if you're gonna get your passport, but do it, because that is the only way that you're going to get an appointment. So with the travel agency, they require you to have a confirmation code, and they want to know your flight time and your destination. And the only way to get an appointment is the appointment has to be 2 weeks prior to your travel date. So when I was trying to get an appointment, they was not allowing me to call 2 weeks no earlier than 2 weeks in advance. Like, they was like, no ma'am, it has to be 2 weeks prior to your trip. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna print off your application. Let me show you your application. This is the application. This is how it looks. You're gonna go on Google. That's how I found my application. You go on Google and you go on the government website and pull up the PDF document and download it and print it off. Now make sure you read directions. Read them directions, because right at the top it tells you to use black ink only. You can't use a blue pen, or you cannot use a pencil. Make sure you fill out everything correctly, because you do not want to get turned around. You're going to bring your birth certificate, an ID, your application, and that is it. That's all you need. So I called at 8 a.m. The day that they told me to call, that is when I called, at 8 a.m. First thing in the morning. Because I did not want to miss my opportunity to get an appointment. So it was easy breezy. Really, because I called like a million times just to like keep on finding out information. I looked up videos on TikTok. Like, I was trying to make sure I knew everything that I needed and everything that I needed to do and everything I needed to bring. So yes, so they booked my appointment for the day before my trip. So that was very nerve-wracking, but I went right to my appointment. Stomach was tight. But I got there a little early, and I'm glad that I did. I got there a little early because it was a nice long line. And when you get your appointment, you're not the only one that's set. Say if your appointment is for 10 a.m., you are not going to be the only one that's for 10 a.m. It's going to be like at least 10 people that has an appointment for the 10 a.m. slot. So they're very strict. And here in Atlanta, we had to kind of like stand outside, and they had a security guard at the door, and he was making sure that you had your confirmation code to, you know, enter the building for your appointment. So once I got in, there's one window where they want to see your ID, your application, and I think that was it for that moment. They didn't want to look at my birth certificate until I made it upstairs. So the line, I mean, it was long, but it was moving fast. They was not playing no games, baby. They was not playing no games. You come in, you get checked, you go through metal detectors, you know what I'm saying, and you just keep on moving. They move you real fast. It's like real fast. After that, you know, you go through the process of saying your oath, and you pay for the passport that I have, which was just the passport book. I had a regular standard book. It was and for it to be expedited, it was $225, and I paid with a debit card. So I believe you can pay with cash, but you cannot pay with a check or anything like that. When you get through with the first process of submitting your paperwork and paying for your passport, you will then get a receipt, and you'll get another ticket that has your name on it, and you just come back once it's time for you to come back, and then you show them that you have the little, it's like a little small little receipt, and you show that to them, and they should have your passport printed off. Now at the passport agency here in Atlanta, they only have certain times where you can get your same-day passport. So for Monday through Thursday, oh, I can't remember. Look, this is what I say. The day I went on a Thursday, and the time was from 2:30 to 3:30. They tell you to get there on time. Do not get there on time, because baby, you are gonna be waiting in that line. When I got there at 1:50 p.m. the line was just starting to wrap around the corner. By the time 2:30 hit, the line was at least a mile and a half long. So yeah, the line gets very long. There's plenty of people that need a same-day passport. There were people that were like flying in from different states, because sometimes there might not be an appointment available at that location in your state. So sometimes you have to fly out to your nearest state to get an appointment. I've heard stories about how people have had to drive to New Orleans or Louisiana to get an appointment. I couldn't do that. That was just out of the question. I needed it like then. And I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I got my passport. Everything went smoothly. And I was ready to go on my trip the next day. So if you have any more questions, make sure you now what I did as for my photo, I went to Walgreens and I got my photo taken. That is, I feel like it's really like the safest place. I don't really believe in doing the whole taking your own picture and everything like that, because the lighting has to be right. You have to be, you know, within the box. You have to have on a certain type of, like, you know, you have to look like yourself. So yeah, look like yourself. Your hair has to be, you know, you can't smile too hard. They were very strict about the picture at Walgreens. Like, I had to retake my picture because I was smiling too hard. Your head can't be tilted to the side. No, none of that. So yeah, just make sure you just go get your picture taken at Walgreens. Don't try to cut no corners. I know the UPS store does it, but yeah, I went to Walgreens. So if you have any more questions, feel free to drop down in the comment section and ask me any questions that you want to ask me. And yeah, if you are needing to travel and you waited too long to get your appointment, you don't feel like your passport would be mailed to you in time, you definitely can go through a travel agency the way that I did. So all right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope this video helped someone. I hope it did, and safe travels.